Hello and welcome to the Woodland Wonders crochet-along blanket which I've designed for King Cole. It's really lovely to have you here. This is the fourth blanket crochet-along I've designed for King Cole, and it's really wonderful to be back this year. And this year the blanket we're going to be crocheting is inspired by a wander through the woods and enjoying all those woodland wonders, because in the woodlands and through any forest walk or walk through the woods there are so many wonderful things to see. And if you look behind me you can just see the carpet of bluebells that I'm surrounded by. I'm recording this in May. They're just past their best, but they were really spectacular this year, and I've absolutely loved coming into the woodlands to see that particular woodland wonder. There's so many different themes and things that I could have incorporated into a woodland inspired blanket, but I'm really happy with the things that I chose, the things that I used for inspiration for this blanket, and the things that we are going to be crocheting together. So thinking about what we're going to be crocheting, we have these wonderful rows of trees that we're going to begin with, and then we also have the changing colours of the autumn leaves. We have carpets of bluebells, just like the ones that are surrounding me now. We have little acorns, and we have other trees. We have trees which are more like pine trees. And then in the middle of the blanket we have probably my favourite part, which is the sleeping fox. I really love the little sleeping fox at the centre of our blanket and love how he turned out. You don't actually see that many foxes when you're wandering through the woods, and if I'm honest, I'm more likely to see a fox walking around the streets near where I live. But I know the foxes are out there, and I think it's really lovely as you wander through the woods to think about all the sleeping creatures and the animals that are out there, and they can probably hear us and see us, but we don't necessarily see them. So that's why it's a really special woodland wander to think about. We also have woodland sunflowers, we have little forget-me-nots, and then I think there just had to be the quintessential fairy tale mushroom, our beautiful fly agaric toadstool there as well. So this is a blanket that is based on rose predominantly, but we do have those 5 little squares going across the centre of the blanket. Do you hear those crows? A woodland wonder. So yes, there's lots of different techniques to enjoy as we crochet this blanket. Long rows of stitches which will be really mindful and relaxing crochet, but also squares as well to create sort of these shapes and textures. And thinking about the colours, of course there are lots of greens which we needed for the trees, and when you think of the woodland and the forests, you know, we have to have those greens. The sort of dominant colour is that sort of sagey green as a background, but we also have the browns, and we also have the rusty orange for the fox, and then the yellows and the pinks for the changing colours of the autumn leaves. So all the colours have been really carefully chosen and thought about, and of course for our carpet of bluebells we had to have sort of the lilacs and the purple as well in there. So whether you're crocheting the cotton soft version, which is the version I'm holding here, or the big value DK, the colours have been carefully chosen, and I love both versions, and whichever one you're crocheting along to, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So many new techniques and crochet fun to have together. So remember, there are the Facebook groups. There's the King Cole Facebook group plus the Coastal Crochet Facebook group, so do pop in there and share your progress, share photos, ask questions. I'll be there behind the scenes during this crochet along to answer any questions if any of you need any help at all. So for now I think that's it. That's a nice introduction to this wonderful crochet along that we'll be doing together, and thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, happy crocheting.